With this business, I have an opportunity to reach lots of different people on different levels. I think I will be a high school teacher this year. I have, a really big platform to reach all of those kids who are about to be adults. And I just want to push art on them as much as I possibly can. My name is Whitney Harrington, and I'm a local artist, art teacher, muralist, jack of all trades. I got started with the Bristles and Thistles as my dream. So I wanted to be in control of teaching art my way, in my own space, with the materials that I wanted, with the people that I knew wanted to be here. As an art teacher in a public school setting, a lot of times we have no control over anything, over who's in our class, what materials we can get, if we have access to anything really. So I just wanted to be in control of that, because I feel like I can do what I love to do and teach the people that want to be with me and learn from me on my own terms. I remember as a young child, when you get like Easter baskets and stuff, my mom would always give me those cheap watercolor sets, and she was always crafting and I was always doing things with her, and I just really enjoyed it. And when I went to middle school, I really loved it so much, and I just kept doing more and more and more. And then in high school, I had these wonderful, amazing art teachers that just pushed me in the direction of art, and I wanted to do that for a student myself. So that's why I became an art teacher, and it's just all downhill from there, I guess. I'm really, really lucky to be here in Columbia. I think that Columbia has such a great opportunity that is just now coming to fruition when it comes to art and the arts districts and the artists that we have here in town. And being an art teacher, I get to meet so many people, and I already have those connections. So just being an artist in Columbia, I get to make even more connections. And being that this is my hometown, I've lived here my entire life, it makes it even more special to me to want to help change the scene and make it a big deal. So I try to stay really involved in my community. I will take mural jobs any day of the week, because I just want to build up that art, just society and culture in our town. I never left Columbia. I went to MTSU for school, but I didn't stay there. I drove back and forth, and I've just always loved being here. It's just so, normal. It's where you lived your whole life. I have dreamed of moving other places, but now that I have my own son and I have a husband, we're just really grounded and rooted here, and I don't want to leave, especially seeing how much it is changing. From when I was a child, I really didn't like it. There wasn't a lot of opportunities, especially as a teenager, but the more I get involved with my community and the more opportunities that are coming towards me and the chances that I have to change the scenery around me, I don't want to leave. I love it. I think that our town has lots of potential, and I've heard lots of people say that it's kind of like old school Nashville, so I'm really excited to kind of be in this part of Columbia coming up. The future of Columbia to me is a lot more small businesses, a lot more people jumping and finding their entrepreneurship and what they want to do and not holding back and trying, because we have an affordable town. Rent's not very high, and there are people that are willing to work with you. I know that my landlord here has been so wonderful, and he's just so flexible that I feel like if I would have never taken this opportunity, I would really be missing out. And I think a lot of people need to really look, especially in Columbia, at themselves and say, is this really what makes me happy? And if it's not, jump, do your thing, and that's what I'm trying to do. And in the end, if it fails and it comes down to it and I didn't make any money and it was a bust, I can say I did it and I tried. But I think that we have a really big opportunity here to focus on the arts district and get more involved in that. And because when you have a strong art community, you have a strong just general community. It can really identify a city, and it brings tourism, and it brings money, and it brings artists, and we just have a really big, we have this wonderful thing that is just happening, and we need more people to just help it grow. I hope that in the next year, my business has jumped all these crazy hurdles of COVID and having to be closed. And I hope that, when it does come that time of my rent or my lease is up, I can renew it and be like, okay, let's do this. I hope that in the next year, the Arts District has grown so much more, and I really want to get more involved with that, the Arts Council, and any other artists that really want to do anything with me, or any kind of stakeholders that we have in our community. Like, I don't want to just pigeonhole myself as a muralist. I want to be in the community. I want to do as much as possible. So in the next year, I really hope that we have a lot more businesses in the Arts District and art in the Arts District, and I want to spearhead that and try to get involved in that as much as possible. I hope that someone that comes to my business takes away with an artwork and a skill that they love, that they can go back and teach someone else how to do. I want someone to walk away from my business knowing how much I cared that they were here, how much fun we really have, and I want them to just spread the word. Like, you need to come here and hang out, and just, I don't want it to be pressure. I don't want you to feel like you have to rush. I don't want to be like, okay, we're on this step, hurry up, let's go. I just want it to be laid back. I want it to be fun, and I want them to walk away just knowing that, like, as they go, they're taking like a piece of me with them, because like my heart is in this, and I live and breathe and eat, sleep, drink art all the time. I think that I would just let people know about all of the amazing little shops and people that we really do have here. And I think that Sarah Gillum has done a really great job of showcasing that, for one, with her photo opportunities that she's done. I would just say, look around you. I mean, we're bigger and better than just box stores. I would say we're like a little diamond in the rough. You need to look around and experience and support all these local people who are just trying so hard to make a living by doing something original and that's themselves, and putting their heart and soul in their businesses, and just try to support them as much as you can.